real good job of just running in that hard point and just doing absolute work in there.
Okay, I believe the next map we're going to go on is Search and Destroy Standoff. So, what do you think about this map here, Search and Destroy Standoff? I actually quite like Standoff as a map for every game type. I think it's just one of them quintessential Call of Duty maps that just works. It flows very well, and it
has nice long sights.
Nice long sights. Do you guys use a lot of sniper rifles when you're in the? I mean, we keep
team?
seeing that over here.
Yeah.
We keep seeing a lot of snipers now being more prevalent. I mean, it did go for a period where nobody used them, and then people start picking them up going, you know what, even if I pick off one kill with this, it's going to give me the advantage. I can always pick up another gun later on, especially with a lot of players now using that sniper rifle and SMG combination. So you can actually, do both, because you don't need stopping power anymore. You don't need any of that sort of thing. So it's going to be interesting, especially you usually see like a little sniper battle going down that main street.
Yeah. Another thing that's awesome about the sniper is it gives that scare factor, that whole paranoid factor, because you're scared to peek things. You're scared to kind of it makes you rush. It makes you want to rush, because if you just sit there, you feel like you're going to get your head taken off. And our team specifically likes to use like 2 snipers sometimes on certain maps like these. And I'll tell you, it puts people in like really scary positions. Like they don't want to move. They kind of just try to lay low on the ground, and that plays to our advantage. So
it is kind of a mind game. Like you said, if you've got a good sniper holding in that middle position, and he's got that thing, and if he gets a few kills, the next couple of rounds, that enemy team is not going to push that way. It's almost like he's locking down half of the map just by simply being there by one player, giving the rest of the team a little bit more breathing space. And you know what, momentum on the standoff S&D, that can be as much as it takes to just win that map.
Yep. And the thing about it being a sniper is you can't be afraid to challenge. Like if you know there's a player coming, if you know there's players in a certain area, you gotta peek. Because you'll catch them off guard a lot of the time. They'll be pre-aiming, and then they'll try to put maybe a burst or 2 into you. But all you need is that one bullet to the head, that one bullet to the chest, and that guy's over. So you can't be scared either. You can't, like most people, like in public matches or stuff like that are just like amateurs and noobs. Like when they snipe, they lay in the back of the map and they just kind of camp it out, and they're scared. Like no, when you play competitively and use a sniper, you got to play. You got to be. You actually got to be somewhat aggressive. It's really cool.
Well, we did actually see a great one, a 4-man ace by TCM Rich last week at I-Series with the sniper rifle, and he literally just went in with it, and it is actually working quite well. And I said that sniper rifle, for me, it looks really good with Search and Destroy. I like seeing the sniper rifles. It brings a different edge to the game. It's not just a few people sitting on head glitches, a few people trying to push this way and that. And it does make great, especially when you see 2 snipers try to go up against each other, because it just comes down to how quick you are with that quick scope and trying to get in.
Yeah, even that, like even as a player though, it's like really exciting. Like it's like when you get that kill or that like really crazy, like where you just kill somebody like through a little niche, like it's such a good feeling. Like it just amps you up that much more. It's the sniper rifle definitely. It was viable in other games, but I don't know. There's something about this game, like certain guns, like the FAL and stuff like that are semi-automatic. They're actually a lot better in Black Ops 2, and I'm not sure why. It's not that like they're this powerful. It's like I think toughness is what it is, because like your gun does not move at all. Like when you get shot. But in other games, like even with like Focus back in MW3, your gun would still bounce, and it kind of just like put you on these situations where you don't really want to challenge with certain weapons. But in this game, like the way toughness works, it makes sniping a lot more viable, because if you start getting shot at, you can still get that pop shot, which is it's really exciting to watch.
It most certainly is. We do actually see, because obviously we have Select Fire no longer on the FAL over here, and we actually see some of the players still using it. They're still using it, and their trigger fire is, Tommy, for instance, his trigger finger is actually faster than Select Fire on the FAL. Yeah. So he's still using it. He's still, last weekend, he was actually trying to get used to it, trying to bring his game up with the FAL quick enough. Sorry, just seconds. Oh, apparently we're going to a new lobby. That is what the delay is here. So we're just going to try and jump into a new lobby. I believe, there we go. We are actually in the new lobby.
It's not even necessarily the trigger finger. It's just the gun is strong and it's extremely accurate. Like you can use it just to pick off head glitches. I know, like on standoff and certain even hard points and like that, when I use it, if a team gets set up, it's just that much easier to break, because I know what type of head glitches players like to sit on. If all I do is pre-aim and then shoot 3 shots, the guy's off. And the thing about that gun is just so accurate. Like I said, toughness. Like you can use an FAL in other games, and like the other, I'm not sure what other semi-auto guns there were, like the G3 and stuff like that in COD 4, but they're just not very good, and they're like the way the bullet registration is, it's not very good. But in this game, it's actually really accurate.
I know exactly what you mean. It just seems, like I said, a lot more viable. You can genuinely, you're not scared of it. You're not going to worry about inconsistency because you know if you make them shots and you get them in target, that's it. It's game over.
Also, stock, I think, is what makes it as good as well. But the game's starting, so let's hop on board here.
Standoff, search and destroy.
I'm looking for a Realize and I think Legend or Moose to actually do well for the TEC lineup here.
You know what? Let's jump on board with Realize. Parasite calling it there. Let's have a look. Jumping on board. He's got the MAA one. Another thing I want to quickly point out before we get far too into this is I like the amount of guns that are used in this one. I like the fact that we've got such a variety. People feel quite happy using a variety of them, and there we go, actually pulling out the sniper rifle there.
Big Daddy.
We're talking about, I think one person had cold-blooded there, and he tried to
I don't think he had cold-blood. I think he shot before the guy was even around the corner. That would have been nasty if he got that pre-fire, though. That's crazy. You saw, I think, one of the Fariko members dive behind the hay bale. Like I said, that sniper is just going to put him in a situation where he does not want to peek at all.
Let's have a look there. Fariko is actually putting shots on. Let's jump on board with him and see if he can actually pick someone. He's actually aiming at that person behind boxes. Probably not the greatest idea to challenge this currently because, like I said, it's not great cover around here.
And he doesn't have cold-blooded, and knowing that they have that sniper rifle is going to put him in an edgy situation. I'm not sure how he wants to play this. He's going to be supporting his teammates. His teammates just laying down behind the hay bale. Like I said, assuming they didn't have sniper rifles, he'd be able to play like this, but the fact that Realize is sniping, he's not putting himself in a position like to snipe though. And Realize did spot a guy running into wood. He's going to communicate that to his teammates, and they should be able to pick up this kill considering there's 2 guys around wood for their team.
The guy's behind Legend, he doesn't know, and he's going to get, oh my, so close to the turn on there. Just actually using our map to see it, and Amaze actually picks up 2 kills. Luke picks up 1 more. It is now a 1 versus 3. Legend still on board with it. What can he do? Unfortunately gets shut down by Fizzy. And there we go. That is the first round to Fariko. They're all kicked off really quickly once their first couple of kills went in.
Yeah, they actually, I think TC made the mistake of when they got that guy pinned in wood. They actually had a guy by broken courtyard by the first hard point, and then they had a guy broken wall, and then Realize was around wood. They should have just closed in on him quickly and got that kill. Instead, it ended up biting them in the ass, considering he came around this team. He did almost get turned on, but at least his teammate was there to help him. I believe Amaze picked up 2 kills off that bait. So Amaze played that really well.
Well, Amaze is known as quite a good search and destroy player, so let's actually jump on board with him. There we go, sniper rifle out once again. So we were talking about earlier, 1 SMG, 1 sniper rifle. He's going to try and pre-aim that, make sure that nobody comes around. And he actually gets taken down from the side. Legend picking up that kill. Let's jump on board with his teammate, Fizzy. They have actually now got a hole in their defences on this picture-in-picture, and it looks like he's going to try and push. They're going aggressive. He's let shots off, and this is not looking good for Fariko.
Yeah, one thing I don't agree with about this lineup is that they're not using dead silence, and it's really crucial in search and destroy. I understand the land environment; it's kind of hard to hear, but over by the stage, if you got those Astros cranked, you can hear everything in this game. It's really quite awesome. Even with dead silence, there's little sound keys like barrels and certain things that you hit that you can actually sound, or it's really weird.
Oh no, now 1 versus 4. What can he do in this sort of situation? He's in a lot of trouble now. People all around him. The other team are closing in, and he gets taken down eventually by Big Beta, and TEC pull 1 back.
Yeah, Fizzy in that situation, he was just kind of like, oh, let me try and pick up 1 or 2 kills before I die. Oh.
And it does look like, there you go, there's the kill cam. And it was unfortunate for him there. I mean, like you said, he had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, he made a push for the bomb with his teammate. His teammate got taken down, and then all of a sudden you did see them all come round and just sort of take him out. And it's unfortunate, but let's say we're going to stay on board with TEC Big Beta right now and see how he can play this. I said on board with the thing there, and I think Parasite just had a small coughing fit, but he has actually rejoined us.
I'm a bit sick, so sorry about that.
It's not a problem. We're actually going to jump on board with TEC Moose on the attack now with the rest of his team. And let's jump on board. There is actually a TEC player pushed right up there, actually crawling forward. And see if he can get a little bit of a flank off.
If he can get this flank off, it's actually going to be huge for his team. He's got to be very careful. Okay.
Okay, there was a little something just happened in the hall there, but never mind.
Legend chokes the flank. Oh, he could have shot off his feet, but he missed. He choked that shot.
And I'm sorry there for the little bit of sound that actually comes through. I think a pair of speakers kicked up behind us. We're actually going to stay on board with us now. We'll actually jump on board with TEC Moose, and this is a really naughty gap he's looking through. Looking at the bottom of the statue, they're trying to pick up that person long range. Doesn't manage to.
Yeah, Moose and crew are going to be making moves for this A-bomb. Bader takes out Luke over here by the tank, and he's going to go ahead and move on to this bomb plant, but he gets taken out by a guy that they just did not know was in there. Bader actually picks up the kill though.
Bader now on a big 5 streak.
Yeah, he gets shut down from that streak. Big play by Mello. Although they did lose the round, if he managed to pick up that kill and prevent him from getting a score streaks.
Yep. Score streaks on S&D. It's just so viable, especially when you consider that if you want to, it basically dictates where you can push. I mean, if you've got a score streak, you go, you know what, we're going to go to the open one, we're going to go to B, we'll shut them down, and we can get in there, we can punch a hole. It's all about the numbers game usually on Search and Destroy. If you can get 1, maybe 2 kills, it just means that you're actually going to, give yourself an advantage to push through, and that's exactly what they're going to do. But at the moment, we're going to jump back on board with Amaze now, using that sniper rifle. Can he pick anyone off?
Oh, one thing I wanted to comment on the thing you said before. I noticed that a lot of teams like to use trophy systems on this map. One thing that those do, though, is they boost... Ooh, nice shot through the smoke. But one thing those do is they actually boost score streaks. People don't realize if you use EMP on this map and you just throw them at the ground near the B bomb, you actually pick up maybe 200 points off destroying trophy systems. And people don't realize that those are actually really... What the hell?
He wanted to swap.
Amaze is just being a ninja, coming up behind people, shooting people through smoke. Oh my god!
So close to getting that sniper really as well, but his teammate picks it up as Fariko Dragons pull this back a little bit. They've got to be feeling it now, the pressure of them. Everybody come to this event thought they're going to do some damage here. Like I said, qualified in Cologne. They're going to LA next week. Obviously, they'll be meeting you there. And they've already lost their first game in the group. They've just lost their first map in the second game. So they're certainly going to be feeling the pressure. So good to see Amaze there. Amaze, great S&D player. But we're going to jump on board with TEC. Let's have a quick look at the scores as we bring it up. Beta, 5-3. Amaze, 4-2. It's not that, one-sided at the moment. We're actually going to stay on board with Big Beta as he is doing work and he does have a sniper rifle.
One thing that's really odd, I think Beta used to team with these guys back in MW3. The Fariko lineup, so it's kind of interesting to see them play.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, you see, that's what I'm saying. You cannot be afraid to challenge. You got to take those shots. And holy cow, that was quite the shot from Bader.
However, he managed to get equaled up there as his teammate goes down. He's still trying to pick a player off there as his teammates move up beside him, and it looks like they're going to try and make a push for A now.
Yeah, Fizzy. I don't know who that was.
He's going to run into. There is someone in there. I don't know if he knows.
Yeah, they really need to be aware of this. They didn't check it last time. It almost bit him in the ass, but Bader picked up the kill before. Bader doing absolute work for his team right now. Amaze just sneaks right in there, making the plays that he needs to for his team. And like I said, those trophy systems, although they're doing damage, all you need is one EMP, throw it at the ground away from them, and boom, they all blow up. So I think a lot of teams underestimate the fact that EMPs actually do a lot of damage, especially in Search and Destroy.
Oh, there we go. Fariko picking up another round here. And you know what? It just seemed like TEC, they just kept throwing themselves at that bomb site, and they had no real other way to go. And you know what? Fariko were like, you know what? We'll soak up this pressure.
Yeah.
We'll take all you've got to give us, and we'll just keep defending. Like I said, they kept moving out and coming back in, and it really worked for them. It was their tempo game.
Right at the end, you saw that guy just get baited. He literally just ran into the corner and started pre-fire, and the guy wasn't even there anymore. If TEC really wants to break that, as of now, I think the defensive team is the one winning all the rounds. So if TEC wants to win an offense, they're going to have to find a way to break that bomb site and actually check all the corners without getting shot from the other side.
Fariko, similarly buoyed by these last couple of round wins, have actually got in there. And you can see on the map now in the lower bit of your screen, they've actually managed to get in there. I think that bomb's actually going to go down as Amaze is actually going round for the flank.
He's that player in the middle of the map, though. He's set to make some plays right here. And he gets cleaned up by Mello. Bader, again, trying to make the plays. He's actually playing really well for his team, picking up a lot of kills. But Mello and crew are trying to get this bomb down. I'm not sure who has the bomb for their team. I think it might be dead.
It's about to get taken down as well. And Fariko now 1 versus 3. Let's jump on board with Realize as he goes in for this.
Yeah, she's gonna have to shoot the bomb carrier. But ooh, Mello,
Mello missed a few bullets there at the beginning. That's dangerous, especially since he was on the floor.
Yeah, I think he got prone blocked. Yeah, there you go. He got prone blocked, but he still picked up the kill, so it's all good.
He did pick out that kill. That could have been a horrible thing there for him. But unfortunately, they have picked it up, and they are looking a lot stronger now on this Search and Destroy. 4 for 2 for Fariko Dragons, starting to find their stride a little bit as we still are on board with this TEC lineup. Let's have a look at Legend or Moose. In fact, let's go on Moose. We haven't seen a lot of him in this game, so we jump on board with him, and it looks like they are moving out fast.
They're trying to be aggressive this time. They've been taking their time pretty much every other round with getting into that bomb site, and I think that might be what's biting them, in the ass. So hopefully they can be aggressive here and actually get into the bomb site this time, which looks like what they're trying to do. They got actually 2 players in front of them, and There you go. There's one. Last guy's at the barrel, so they need to pick up this kill and get this bomb down.
Going picture in picture. See how they're stacking up. TEC now have actually got control of the big bomb site. Are they going to put it down as somebody? Looks like they're going to go for an engaged. Mello actually taking down Realize, making it 2 versus 3. TEC now starting to get pinned in.
That's actually a big kill by Mello, because the fact that they were kind of pinned, they're pinned in there now. That one guy at the tank, I think it was Realize. Realize got picked off by Mello. If Realize was allowed to set up there, he kind of made sure that they weren't getting pinned, but Mello picked it up. Now they're just going to close in, and if I'm right, Fariko should pick up this round.
And them going in through the smoke, actually getting taken down. On board with Legend, he's still alive. Can he do anything now? He picks off one. Can he pick up? No! So close to picking off the second there.
That could have been a 1v3. Holy cow!
So close. He gets to the defuse as well. Very close to doing it. He made the right decision. He pushed forward, making sure only one person can shoot him at a time.
Yeah.
And you know what? So close there. One more burst.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do when you're in a 1v3 situation, 1v4, anything by yourself. All you really got to do is isolate the enemy. And unfortunately, if he wasn't weak, he probably could have picked this up. Ooh, that was really close. That would have been huge.
Maybe one more burst, and that could have changed that round there.
That would have been a momentum changer as well. It could have really damaged Fariko.
Let's have a look now. Jumping on board with Fariko. Who's doing well? Mello actually picking up 8 for 5 at the moment. Let's jump on board with him.
Was he 8 for 5? Oh, he's got an RC car. He might actually use this to close out the round. What I like to do with those, I kind of like to bait out and.
See here, they have baited. They've actually gone all the way to B. They've changed it up a little bit, and that's actually left TEC floundering a bit as they have no cover there, and that bomb is down. He's going to get taken down. Oh, he managed to get away. What was that person doing?
I think TEC was just kind of caught off by Fariko's track. Oh, that was such a bad play. He had a guy alley. He didn't really need to stare at that door. He stared at the wrong door, and it kind of.
Mace taking his time to make sure that kill certainly goes down. And it now looks like it's 2 versus 2.
Mace, being the sneaky ninja that he is, he came up behind one of the players. He's kind of just trying to hide and take cover. It is a 1v2 with the bomb planted. All he has to do is keep him off this bomb. But unfortunately, he can't do it.
There we go. TEC actually managed to take back a round here and stop this. It was a really good strategy for them. I mean, somehow they managed to come back. Fariko actually had great skill there in manipulating them. And also they baited them out, and they went to the other bomb site, and they almost had it. Yeah. Just unfortunate that at the end, TEC managed to come back and sort of break it.
If you plant B, the key to holding it is this courtyard right here, and that yellow building. And the thing that I don't know who it was, a Fariko player was actually staring at the back alley door, but there was a player back alley. He had no reason to stare at that door, and as soon as he looked away, a guy came through the bomb site area, and just took him out, and that's what lost him, in my opinion.
Now let's all go on board with TEC Legend. He's going to push forward now, actually going straight for this courtyard, and I think he's going to see someone if he comes around this corner. There's someone in the doorway watching this B bomb, and it does look like he's going to play the patient role here. He is going to wait, and you can see both teams feeling the pressure as they are all stop at the moment. Jumping on board with Moose seems a little bit edgy in the middle of the map. He wants to make a move.
Yeah, I think what Legend is trying to do, he's trying to eliminate that whole choke point, that whole cutoff, because they don't want to get trapped inside A again. The way people try to trap people in A is if everyone decides to push A, they come around that courtyard, or they go all the way around the flank to kind of trap them in this forklift area. So Legend is kind of watching out for that. He's actually making a move. He's pushing into yellow, but he gets taken out. That was a dumb move in my opinion. Oh, the Moose is able to pick up the kill. It's going to be a 2 versus 3 in Fariko's favor. And like I said, Legend actually left that open. Legend tried to rush yellow, and Mello, he pushed it up again, and Fariko wins that map.
Yeah, it does seem like that. Fariko Dragons, they're starting to get pumped up, and that's going to be a momentum changer. They're going to feel a lot better now that they've got a map under their belt. And can they take down TEC UK? They certainly do not want to lose both of these games here in the pool play, because that would be just like shocking. Like I said, it was already an upset when they lost to TEC Sweden. Losing to TEC UK, a lot of people are going to start doubting this team and be like, what happened from a few weeks ago?
The thing that TEC did wrong really on that map was they let themselves get pinned in. Mello actually won them 2 rounds by pretty much flanking that courtyard and getting picks by the statue. I think that round he got a 2-piece. I think the last round he got one guy off the tank. And I think, who was it? Oh, he almost got a 1v3, the other team.
Yep.
But Fariko was able to pinch and